Hello, welcome back to this channel or welcome to this channel. My name is Jackie and I'm obsessed with planners, journals and more recently bullet journals as well. Today I have something that I have never shared before, even though I've been using my bullet journal since July, so a couple of months now. But I have never shared with you like a bullet journal with me, a bullet journal setup. I don't even know how to call it. So I'm a little bit nervous. But anyhow, I decided since this is going to be a monthly setup, that October will just be the perfect month to do this because, of course, it's my favorite season. It's Halloween season, and I just love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. So I thought, okay, this will be perfect to share for the first time my bullet journal. And the day I was actually journaling was just like the perfect day for a Halloween themed journal, but it was not the perfect day for filming it because it was just raining a lot and it was like a beautiful gray day, but the lighting will keep changing throughout the video, so I apologize for that. Anyhow, if you just want to see what I've come up with for my Halloween bullet journal for October, just keep watching. So this is the bullet journal that I'm currently using. It is from Archer and Olive and it's called the Crescent Moon or something, and it is in the B6 size. It's actually the second one I'm using since July because I just got super excited and went out of pages. And I do have a link. It's like a reward program, so if 3 people use my link I will get 35 off my next purchase or something, and I will leave that down in the description box. And here I'm just starting my page and I actually went to look for some inspiration and I found this beautiful picture from Bujo with Jojo, and I thought, oh, this would be actually something pretty cool because the theme I was going for was Halloween movies, and I thought it was just the perfect one to start because you will see that it is inspired by the Halloween movie and Michael Myers and all of that. I really enjoy the Halloween movies, and actually every single October I just make my fiance watch all 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 the Halloween movies with me, and that's how I know he really loves me because it will be like the 60th year that we are going to do this, and I'm sure he's not very excited about, but he keeps by my side anyhow. And yeah, so I'm just starting with some yellow watercolors and then I would just go through some oranges and keep darkening so I can create some kind of depth. And it is the beginning of the voiceover and I'm already losing my voice, so just a second. This is harder than it looks. Oh my god, it's really hard to do some voiceovers, but anyhow, I decided to go with some watercolors and I will basically use some mixed media because I will also use some acrylic paints and some pens and other things because I just love mixed media so much. And here by my side I have Vicente, my cat, which is Vincent, which is actually inspired, his name is inspired by Vincent Price, which is one of my favorite actors of all time, and he will be featured here in this bullet journal month as well because I love his movies, but we will talk about that really soon, but not now. So I'm just trying to create like a Jackal Lantern here, but it is kind of inversed, and that was inspired by Bojo with Jojo that I mentioned because I really enjoyed how she created like the carved part of the pumpkin is actually like the pumpkin colors, or it actually I think it's to resemble like the fire, so actually like a lantern, and then I will just do all around it as black, so it won't have like those black eyes and mouth that we usually see on pumpkins. It will be quite the opposite, so it will have these more fiery tones within the mouth and the eyes, and then I would just paint all over it black, and I thought that was just wonderful. So please go to her page and check out her designs. She's way better than I am. And actually, my fiance kind of convinced me to share this because my bullet journals are not that great because I'm not an artist, but I think that's actually the fun part of it, because of course we can just have fun and you don't need to be an artist to create a beautiful or at least a bullet journal that it will make you happy, and I think that's the most important thing. So then I just moved on to the eyes and did exactly the same thing. I started with a more yellow, a more light color, and then I just went ahead with orange and even some brownish watercolor just to give or try to like give it some depth. And here's Vicente just checking it on me, and now I'm moving on to the black part, and I decided to go with acrylic paint. I really enjoy doing like black backgrounds with acrylic paint because it is so solid. It's not transparent at all. Of course, it's not a transparent media as watercolors, so I just love that. And it took me a while, and you can see that Vicente was very attracted to the acrylic paint, so I was just being careful because I was afraid he was just going to leak the paint. You can see that he's really interested in what I'm doing. But I was paying like some extra attention to the shape of that smiley face, and then I was just going like full on board with the acrylic paint on the other parts. It was actually taking so long. I think the full bullet journal setup took about 3 hours or more, and it was taking just so long that Vicente decided to just like take a nap, and later on he was just super bored and he decided just to leave me and try to find something more interesting to do around the house. So this is how it looked after I was finished and it was dried, and I decided to go ahead and write October in this font that was also inspired by Bujo with Jojo on that spread that I tried to show you. Then I'm just using like a Sarasa gel pen, and then I decided just to go ahead and use the white acrylic paint as ink paint and just wrote, "What's your favorite scary movie?" Inspired by the movie Scream. And let me know what's your favorite scary movie. I don't really know which one is my favorite. I think I really love like the classics like Michael Myers with Halloween and Freddy Krueger, and also Friday the 13th. I really love those movies. And I also, of course, love Vincent Price's horror movies as well. But moving on, here you will see that I decided to do a spread inspired by Hitchcock. And of course, I was trying to do like a bird right here, like a crow or a raven, but then it was just ugly and I just started like painting over it, but then I kind of wish I haven't. And of course, I could not go back with that, so I decided to paint all over it and just printed like a bird calendar, October calendar, and just glued, and that's it. You can make mistakes. You always that's why I love acrylic paint, black acrylic paint. You can just paint over any mistakes and you will never know. I try to like paint a bird right there. So now I'm just like using the acrylic paint as well to create like these bars that later on I will come back and add a quote from the movie Birds. And now I'm moving on. I tried to draw Vincent Price, and my fiance says you can see that it is him, but oh my god, poor Vincent Price. And this was also inspired by an illustration I found on Google, so I will try to link that down below. I didn't, of course, I did not try to trace over it. I just tried to do like more simplistic and non professional version of that awesome illustration. And of course, this is not for any commercial purposes, so I'm always looking for other inspirations on Google and Pinterest and all of that, and I always add my touch. So I decided to cover it with these like warm watercolor colors to go with the full month. And here's the quote. And then I'm just like painting Vincent Price's hair and his mustache, and I don't really know how to pronounce that word, so I'm sorry. And I'm just going back with Micron Pigma fine liner just to add more details to the paint. At first, to the drawing or the illustration or whatever you want to call that. But at first I thought I was going to leave it like in pencil, but then after the watercolor I decided to go with the pen as well, and I'm just adding more birds stamped to the other side and connect them to Vincent Price, poor Vincent Price, but I actually really like the end result. Now I'm moving on to a spread that is my sleep tracker. So I guess if you like horror movies, you can already guess which movie I'm going for here. You don't even need to see. You can skip to the minute that I'm saying here. You already know where I'm going. So I'm just mixing some paints and just doing some tests on some Arch and Olive pages that I have, because usually I cut my spreads. I really enjoy cutting spreads, as you saw before. So I just did some tests to see if I like the color that I came out, that I was just mixing up. So I'm just creating some red stripes, as you can see here, and on the other side as well. And then I added green, and can you guess the movie now? Like this beautiful sweater and terrifying sweater. And I'm just adding like a signpost right here. And after that, I was not really happy with the result, so I decided to add some border with another Micron pen. And now I'm just like writing the title, and I'm using this beautiful Hobonichi brush pen that I think it's my new favorite thing in my stationery collection. I've been loving using this pen. So I'm just writing sleep tracker. And now I'm just adding like the name of the street on the sign. So Elm Street. So I guess like Sleepy Tracker and Elm Street, you already know. It's Nightmare on Elm Street. And that was like the page inspired by Freddy Krueger. Now, this is the last spread, and even though it seems like I really know what I'm doing, I actually had no clue, and I decided just to erase everything and just go like with the paint. And this is a mixture actually of watercolor and acrylic paint. And at first I was trying to do like Michael Myers face, and it was a little bit difficult, but I was really trying it. And then I realized, oh, that was not good at all. So I just decided to reshape his ears and his face and try to do something that kind of resembled Nosferatu. And like this little guy is just like, I know it's not perfect. It's far away from perfect, and maybe it doesn't even resemble the actual character, but I just love him so much because like his pointy ears and his little mouth, I just thought it was super funny. And I'm just adding like more details just like to seem that I know what I'm doing. And I decided to do some more stamping. Blood is life, so I would recognize the movie. And this will be like my monthly tasks page. So I'm just writing tasks and adding a border to kind of try to do a coherent theme throughout the monthly pages. And I'm just adding some more details, and these were basically with black and white acrylic paint. And I will also go back with my Sarasa pen, my gel pen, and add more details later on. And of course, I added some blood splashes because I love doing that in my bullet journal. I don't know how. And that's it. That's basically it. So now here you have my final flip through of the month of October on my bullet journal. I'm so sorry if this video was just all over the place. It is my first time trying to do something like this, and it is actually harder than I thought. So now I will go back to all those bullet journal setup videos that I saw, and I will just give them a lot of likes and comment and share them, because now I know how hard it is to try to do something and edit and do the voiceover and all those things. So like, let me know your favorite bullet journalists that like have video on YouTube, and I will go give them some love, some well-deserved love. And hopefully I will get better at this. Hopefully. We can always hope. But I really hope it's one of those videos that I keep saying the same word, so drink your coffee shot. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was funny to watch at least. And thank you so very much for watching and for your kind words on the comment section. They always make me super happy, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.